This is the property which our church has purchased. While our family is on furlough, we are attempting to raise funds so that we can build a house for our church to meet in. We are prayerfully looking forward to what God is going to do on our next term. There are many we have witnessed to who have not yet trusted Christ. We thank you for your prayers and financial support which help us to win the lost souls of Belarus.
Hello, my name is Vladimir. I'm the interim pastor of Emmanuel Baptist Church. God has called me to this ministry after the deportation of a missionary from the States who had been pastoring this church not long ago. The government had falsely accused him of being a threat to the national security of our country and deported him. Thus the church had been deprived of its leader and thrown onto its own course, without ever having finished the church building that the missionary had begun. Without essential financial support for the building and decreasing in numbers of the church members, the church saw a lesser chance to have its own place. It was at this time that God called me in to take over. I then urged the church to set their focus back on the building. From the very beginning, the church did not have its own place. Throughout the years, they have rented auditoriums, apartments, and houses to meet and hold services. But with the increasing pressure of restricting laws from the government in the country, and various attempts of the KGB to stop any movements, even the ability to rent ceased. But the small group of our church firmly remained faithful to God. We began to meet and hold services at our own homes. That with time produced certain disadvantages, though, and the main one is with evangelism. As we invite people to services, they hesitate to come, being suspicious and afraid of ending up in some kind of a sect or shadowy organization. It's a concept people here receive from the propaganda of the Soviet-type government directed against religious groups to protect the main religion in the country, Russian Orthodox Church. So in the minds of people, they have an idea that a church should have a building. This again gave us an incentive to focus our attention on the building. The finances that the church possesses are not enough to bring us to the point where we can gather together to worship the Lord. Thanks to Dave Schrock, another missionary who helped us tremendously with building abilities to work on the roof. His involvement has truly helped us financial-wise. We didn't have to hire workers for that job that we would otherwise have had to. Seeing the work being done gives us hope to move forward. We're doing all that we can with our tithe and offerings, but at this pace it would take several more years to finish. At this point, we're stretched to the maximum of our resources. As much as possible, we do the work ourselves in order to keep from paying for labor. We're praying that God provide at least $10,000 in the near future for several main things: gas, electricity, and water run to the house, and the windows and doors. I would like to thank you for taking the time to watch this presentation, to consider the very real need we have, and to pray about possibly helping with this project. We greatly appreciate whatever God gives you the ability to do. Thank you for your interest in our ministry in Belarus.